Hello and welcome to Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aquarius. If Aquarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, knock, knock, knock. And let's see, what do these tea leaves have to say today? Wow, we have a face right in the middle. With a nice little face looking right at us. Right there. So we'll come back to that. Somebody is really wanting to come through, it seems like. Okay, and so our card for, okay. So now we have a house. As you can see right here. A little mailbox, it looks like. Maybe a little drive. All right. Okay. This one is has some really detailed images in it. Okay, so let me get to this first. We have the Six of Cups, which has everything to do with pleasure, to being at balance with nature in your emotions, your creativity, your spiritual essence, work, spirit in your life. It's all kind of there and aligned. Okay, so let me just see. My goodness. Okay, so we had the face here. Okay, and it almost looks like somebody wearing a necklace. Okay, and then as we turn the cup, we do have this. We have the house here. Okay, and like I said, there's a mailbox. It looks like a little drive, but then over here we have. This is so interesting. We have a person who looks like they're holding maybe like an umbrella and some kind of bag. I was almost thinking, oh, that looks like a golf club bag, but it could be. I mean, it also kind of looks like a vacuum, so I don't know. But yes, we have a person arriving, right? Somebody arriving into the home, and this is so interesting. I almost feel like there will be a visitor, right? And this is going to be emotional. I think that this is somebody showing up after a long time. They've been traveling. And, you know, I think that this is somebody that you love very much. They are. I mean, it's a very dense, very emotional connection here. Okay, and so I just really think that there's a sense of things being settled. Okay, you are living in a very like intentional space right now. You're confident, you're creating, you're aligned with spirit. You're having a lot of emotional experiences. Okay, and I feel like this is going to be another emotional experience. And actually, you know, I kind of look at this, it almost looks like a child. So maybe this is a person with their child showing up. I don't know. Maybe it's like your grandkid is coming, your child and grandkid visiting or something like this, okay? It doesn't have to exactly be that, but there's some dynamic where this person is coming along, and this, I feel like, will be a very emotionally nourishing time, okay? You know, and I look at this, I look at this and I was trying to see, what does this say? J-I, and it looks like an E, but I was looking at, and I think really what it is it looks like a J-O and a Y, but the Y is kind of a backwards. So I feel like there is a sense of joy starting to come through, and in maybe little parts, right? Trying to get it right. Trying to really come, like it's like when a flower coming through the sidewalk, okay? Really pushing to get through this difficult period of time. But I think that all of this is kind of really moving in such a way that you are going to be kind of able to, cry and laugh and spend some time together, tell old stories, and just get lost in the moment, okay? There just seems to be a sense of togetherness, okay? And this is where we get that the Six of Cups energy. Very pleasurable after kind of that dark night of the soul, okay? And much needed, right? Here we have, if you can see, it looks like a tent, and we have a person sitting, and maybe some kind of fire or something, but they're holding a stick there. And so you've been out in the wilderness, truly. This spiritual journey you've been on, it's been difficult and times very lonely, I think. I think there have been many a night that you lay there in the dark. The world is quiet and your mind is racing, and it just feels like falling backwards into a dark hole, right? And you just don't know where you're going to be able to grab onto something to stop you from tumbling down. It just seems like everything kind of fell apart, okay? And it's, I don't know about you, but the middle of the night is when I wake up and I just feel like, I don't know, it's just, everything seems so clear, right? So obvious in my mind, right? My anxieties are, not always, but sometimes I do. I wake up and I just think, what am I doing? What are these choices I've made? It's when I also come up with my best scheduling. I can figure out how to schedule everything at 3 a.m. in the morning. It is just the best time for me to figure out how to at least attempt in the next days to get everything done. But, that terror in the night, nothing's scarier than being worried about mundane tasks. Okay, I welcome worrying about death and God and the divine all day long. But when it comes to, am I going to be able to pay my bills? Where are those keys that I lost? Did I make that appointment? Oh my goodness, I can't remember if I did. Oh, it's Friday night. I won't be able to call until Monday. These kinds of, those are the things that really get me. So, I think that you've had some of these nights, you really have, in this last while. Okay, but I see a lot of relief from that. You have found your shelter. Okay, and the tent, it is an indicator this is temporary. Okay, and I'm not going to lie about that. I think that this is a temporary lull in the things going on, but you are more and more fortified by the day. Okay, I think that, you know, this next year is going to be the one. I really think so. There's going to be a lot for you. A lot of opportunities. You know, I really feel that there is a renaissance coming. Okay, and these difficulties, they're not meaningless. I said this in one of the other readings today, and I do believe this. I really do. The blessings in our troubles, they are uncomparable to any other blessings that we receive. And I know I am not one of these people that romanticize suffering. I don't. But we all suffer, right? And it's all relative. And the things that we learn and the things that the blessings we receive during those hardships, those are the ones that really stick with us. And so it will be, and so it is, because I already know you're climbing out of this. And I look here, and we have, and it looks like somebody laying on a bed at the top of a mountain. At first I thought, okay, this looks like a funeral pyre, a funeral pyre, or one of those sky, what are they called? The sky funerals or whatever. I think it's Tibetan, which, listen, if my husband can, when I pass, if he can get me one of these where I can be laid out for the animals, yes, that's where I want to go. But no, this is not it. I really feel like this is like the holy mountain. This is an image of ascension. This is an image of deep dream work. TT, come on, mama. Here she comes. Deep dream work, okay? And I see, it looks like almost raising from the bed, and then look, right above it, there it is, that light body, that astral vessel, right? And I really think, oh my goodness, these dreams are gonna be something else if they aren't already. So pay attention, please, because you are traveling the cosmos, okay? And upon that holy mountain, you have deserved it. You have been climbing with your fingers and fingernails, and I'm sure they're ragged and bloody, and you have just been, you know, doing the thing, doing it, and you've gotten there, and you're getting there. And, you know, I believe, I feel that we're like on just the edge of something so big, right? And it's beautiful. And we have some kind of spirit here. It looks like maybe a coyote spirit. So I really do think that there is a sense of guidance. Okay. Something coming through, whatever animal or spirit guide that you have, whatever that looks like, if it's shifting or if it's set or if there's many of them. Somebody's coming for you. Don't be nervous, but they're coming to help you, right? And they have been. But I think that this has everything to do with this advancement in your ability to travel through these other dimensions, or whatever we want to call them, okay? Through what? Active imagination, through dream work, visions, meditation, contemplation, whatever it is. However it works for you. You have access You've worked hard for it. If it was intentional or not. But I do believe it was intentional because I feel like you're living in that intentional space I was talking about. Here we also have a flower. We actually have a few flowers. So I saw, where else did I see one? I saw one right here. And I want to figure out, what is that? What does that say? J-I-E. J-O-Y. Joy. I want it to be joy. But I don't know. Oh, yes, we have a flower. This one now is not just the mailbox, it's the flower. We have another J up here. So, you know, maybe there is somebody with a J name that is important to the story, right? And we're, yes, right there. Okay. But flowers. Okay. And the flowers are so important because, of course, it's a sign of growth, blooming, fertility, spiritual fertility, creative fertility, the movement of sustenance through the body and it spreading out and, you know, into all things. So this is a beautiful time. It is a beautiful time for you. And I want to look at this one. I was like, is this person skiing right here? Maybe you are a person that likes to go skiing. But I did see that they are coming out of a chair, getting up, and then beneath the moon, the crescent moon. Okay, so I really think that this is an image of, you know, things really where they have felt like, I don't know that it's stagnant, but things that you have wanted to focus on, but you haven't been able to because you have been inundated with all kinds of stuff, you know, outside of your normal existing, all kinds of big things coming up, little things coming up, just a lot of things to deal with. And now some of that's coming to an end. Right? At least in practice, maybe emotionally, we're still working through things, of course. But now I see you being able to get up and do the stuff that you want to do. Really focus, get in there, deeply, deeply in there. Okay? And I think that this is going to be a wonderful season, a wonderful new year, you know, and maybe, I don't know, it looks like a moon, it looks like a heart, but, you know, I think that lunar energy, really the creative, emotional, being able to go to some of the darker places that you've had to be, you've been close to it. So you can access it without all of the restraint that we usually have. And, you know, that's unfortunate in a lot of ways, but also, again, that blessing in this hardship. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what we have here. Again, we have a little house. Okay. There's a little house. And I keep seeing these mailboxes and I'm thinking there must be some kind of letter coming to you or a communication. And I wonder if this is maybe that person that's coming to visit you on short notice. If it does feel like you're going to have this person entering your life on short notice. This is not a person that is with you often. Right here, this one, okay? But I just think it's going to be so powerful. The umbrella. But it almost also, you know, as I'm looking at it, it looks like they're carrying some kind of, like maybe a serpent. I don't know. It changes. Every time you look at it, it changes to me. So, you know, I see the knowledge, maybe bringing in some knowledge into, well, hello. Come and say hello. Oh, you're knocking stuff? Okay, that's all right. And then we have the serpent on here too. So, you know, maybe you're going to find out some things. You know, you're going to be, your eyes will be open to some things that you maybe didn't know about through this experience. Okay, TT, let's do this. We have the Dreamers deck, and this is 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams from the I Know collection. And I'm just going to stop where it feels right. Okay, and it says, okay, let's get your tail out of there, miss. I know that everything aligns for my highest good. I am trusting the process. All right, I love that. I love it. It really is those blessings and troubles. Okay? That's the thing. I mean, I am definitely a silver lining girl. I have to look for at least one thing that I got out of this ordeal, right? This one thing that came from this mess that's going on. Something. Oh, hi, little baby. Oh, my goodness. So, you know what? I want to tell you I love you. I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm, and the algorithm helps us grow the channel. It does. I don't know, you know, I know as much as anybody else. I mean, not probably less, maybe. I just know what the internet's on a very light Google search says. But yeah, so you know, just any kind of interaction really helps the channel. And I saved this little spiel for the end of the readings because, you know, I don't want to, way down the beginning with it, but things like liking the video, sharing the video on other social media platforms, watching the readings from the beginning to the end, watching more than one video, maybe your other placements, or cross-watching for a loved one. All these things help. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. We're getting so close to, well, where are we at? 19,000 almost. So, we're getting there. And I don't know where there is, by the way. I don't know. There's no like, marker of where we're headed, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. You all, are what makes this channel, obviously, and I love you, each and every one of you. I do, and so does TT tonight, huh? She's purring for you. Very happy girl. And so, other than that, if you want to leave a comment, please do. You know, I read all of them. I would, you know, if you have a kitty cat or a puppy or some other beautiful little babe that lives with you, let me know. I want to hear all about them. I should make a community post. I don't think I've asked about everybody's, you know, animal companions, family members. And that's, you know, listen, there are some things that I could talk all day about. A lot of it is animals and the weather. So I will. I'm going to make a community post right now, actually, as soon as I get done with this reading. And so anyways, I love you. Thank you for sticking with me, and we will talk in just a few days.